Here's Carlos Gomez, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's 1 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Malik Smith. Now he tries to bunt his way aboard. No dice. 3-2. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The batter, number 5.
Now to the plate, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. There goes Smith. Strike taken, the throw. He is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The catcher, number 40.
So striding forward now, Wilson Ramos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Down the first baseline. Once again a 3-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. Daniel Hudson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48.
Standing in, Dustin Pedroia. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tapper up the line. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Ramos has a play. And the inning is over.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Rick Porcello will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Porcello into the windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he lays off again, ball 3. C.J. Cron waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit high and deep out to left.
Looking up is Benintendi.
It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
There's ball 4. Here's Echeverria now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Now in the box, Brad Miller. In his career against Porcello, he's collected 11 hits in 37 tries. He's also hit 5 out of the park. Dan Jennings will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 43.
Here's Mookie Betts. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-2. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box, Mitch Moreland. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing, 3-1. Our score. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Throw won't get him.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you've said it, Vero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And this is knocked down on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And Carson Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
39, Carson Smith.
Ready once again, Carlos Gomez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Carlos Gomez goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Matt Duffy. He went down on strikes last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Rays going. Chaz Rowe is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Striding into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Second baseman, number 15,
Stepping into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Echeverria's there. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Back up the middle. Backhanded. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And his guys need him to get things started. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The batter, number 40.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Cron. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The count now at 2-2. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 0 for 5. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the for the save, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 minutes.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the AL East, Trey Mancini plated 3 runs on the day as the Orioles downed the Blue Jays 3-1. The Tampa Bay Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 10-1. The Cleveland Indians totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-3. The Kansas City Royals took down the visiting Mariners 2-1. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-1. The win was their 6th in a row. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-2. The Mets swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 11-6. The Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 6-5. The Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they ran over the Reds 12-1. The Cubs hit 3 long balls as they plundered the Pirates 12-1. Dexter Fowler had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Cardinals took care of the Brewers 16-6. The Friars snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-0. The San Francisco Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-2. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Get ready for Red Sox baseball next. Drew Pomeranz will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Josh Harrison stands in, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ripped on the ground to first. Moreland is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Fouled away. And he struck him out.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looks like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Pedroia, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in the top of the second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up to shoot. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
The 3-1 pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
In now, Didi Gregorius. Ran that one in on him a bit as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Brendan Drury, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Popped straight up. Betts coming on, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning.
Here's Mookie Betts. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. Popped him up. Sanchez moving to his left. 1 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
So stepping in, Mitch Moreland, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the payoff pitch home. Smoke toward the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Previous history with Luis Severino, just 3 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner going back, and it bangs off the monster. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hicks. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Boston strands a couple. They still trail. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. To 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Ready now, Josh Harrison. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High in the air out to center field. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball that misses.
2-1.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. And it's gone into the monster seats. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. 4th home run here in the early going. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Pedroia is retired, and there's 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
The 2-2. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Drilled to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Right fielder,
Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Playing 12.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take. For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 2-2. Hard hit ball to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, Mitch Moreland. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. 3-run home run down the line in right. Second home run early in the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks on the move. And that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Red Sox lead it 5-1. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
How about it?
So two are gone now in the Yankee half of the fourth. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Ready for another chance? Blake Swihart. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball. He gets him on speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Swihart gets his lead at first, nobody out. A swing and a ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Hey, Giro, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Chad Green answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's Harrison for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Line toward the gap in left center. Gardner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He hit a sac fly earlier.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Payoff pitch one more time. Popped him up. Moustakas is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, third baseman,
Brandon Drury will bat next. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dero, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
We're playing 2-2.
On the ground to the right side. Moreland's there. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ballgame. Into the box, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is line to left. Gardner is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first
Now
out.
batting. Left fielder.
So coming to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Harrison has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
First baseman number 18.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put in. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these 2 pitchers.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Rick Porcello enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. Now at the plate, Brett Gardner. No hits to this point. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to
swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground, and there's his first base hit in this one. So 2-out success means that Aaron Judge gets to swing it here.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy
Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's Jackie Bradley now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow.
A terrific play on that ball into foul territory. Not an easy play in sacrificing your body on a ball that would have been foul if he wouldn't have been able to get leather on it.
In now, Blake Swihart. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hicks going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. The 1-2. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Here's Didi Gregorius. In his career against Porcello, he's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. 3-1 to him now. The 3-1. And that's low, ball 4. Striding in once again, Brendan Drury. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Gregorius leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Jonathan Holder comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hicks is under it. 1 away.
Now batter.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
Seven runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay, poor base running there, got him caught in a hot box between first and second, and a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Harrison's got it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Red Sox. Carson Smith will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
Josh Harrison stands in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball. Here's Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And there's a base hit on the line. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. The count now at 2-1. Benintendi, the runner at second with 1 away. Hard hit ball to second. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Stepping into the box, Blake Swihart. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lifted into the air out towards center field. After it is Hicks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Here's big Aaron Judge starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 2-2. Hits this one hard the other way. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
The 1-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Bogarts has it. Pedroia on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
Now batting, the center.
Riding in, Aaron Hicks. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Line to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now an 8-2 game. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together.
Yankees, good night.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of a home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-2 tonight's final. Boston led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Drew Pomeranz takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the homestand continues with the start of a 4-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
In now, Trey Mancini. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the skies are Temperature much 45 degrees here at first pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
In now for the O's, Tim Beckham. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Here's Chris Davis now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Oh, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Andrew Kashner will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Andrew Kashner, big guy, big arm. You know, he's been the guy that everybody's wanted to get their hands on. Big, strong guy, 6'6", about 220 pounds. Hard thrower, 95 to 97. Good sink, good slider, decent changeup. He's yet to put it all together, but if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough to hit.
Pitch popped straight up. Kashner will take it himself for the first out of the inning. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Sander Bogaerts do his thing. He's hitting over 350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Here's J.D. Martinez. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Hard hit at third. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. Line drive to center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. Now at the plate, Jonathan Schoop, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Digging in, Mark Trumbo. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to. Standing in, Mookie Betts. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Way in front of a great slider that time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Rasmus on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. I'm going to talk about Mark Trumbo. We all know why he's in there. Exit velocity and launch angle. Enough said. He'll dabble with the glove, but he's in the lineup to drive in runs.
Outside, 2-1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. At the plate, Colby Rasmus, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Ready now for Baltimore, Caleb Joseph. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing and a liner. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. The next 3-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Liner toward right center, and the Orioles have their first hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Joseph waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The shortstop, number 2.
Digging in to try it again, Xander Bogaerts. He popped out in his first trip. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Bogaerts will head for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. There to pull it in is Machado, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it ain't coming back. On to Lansdowne and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rasmus has a read on it, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Here's Jonathan Scope now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Popped high in the air. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Up next for the
Here's Mark Trumbo now, and they're runners at the corners now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Into the box, Caleb Joseph. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles put... Here's Mookie Betts, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Right side, hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So striding in, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is pulled into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Betts isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
This is line to left. Rasmus has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do it.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Gets him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
You know, D-Roy, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth with a punch out, 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Tim Beckham. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Drilled to the left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit down the line at first.
I think he could go ahead and eliminate. I don't think there'll be a third.
Hit hard to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-5-3. Rafael Devers the next to bat. This is flared out towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So digging in now, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Solo home run there for Mookie. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 6-3.
You've heard people talk about towering home runs. Well, when you hit one over the monster, you know you've hit one. The only question on this one, was it going to stay fair? And it did.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And now Jones fires it in off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Dylan Bundy, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Jackie Bradley Jr. waits on deck. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. Pitch out, nothing doing. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Jones. 2 down. Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. His past history with Dylan Bundy been pretty good. 5 for 12. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Xander Bogaerts. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So here's Jonathan Schoaf now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now. Mark Trumbo. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The next 3-2. Very weakly on the ground. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Once again a 3-2. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Now batting, Colby Rasmus comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. Orioles leave 1. They're down 4. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. His past history with Dylan Bundy. He comes in as a .316 hitter. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Line drive to left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in the center.
And he gets there to bring it in the deepest part of the ballpark.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Rasmus. 2 gone. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. His past history with Dylan Bundy comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now 8-3. Leading off the inning, Caleb Joseph, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this with a breaking ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Pedroia now at second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
Line toward the alley in left center. Benintendi will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's Manny Machado now, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings. A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that's the third out. One left for the... Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 2-1 home. Drilled to the right side. Taken in by Scope. And there's one away.
The batter, catcher.
Stepping up now, Christian Vasquez. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Rasmus. And it's off the green monster. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Machado. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. The 2-1 home. To short. Machado on the slide. He's up with it to throw. It's there, and he's out. Oh, and that. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He'll start us off in the 8th. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts to the track. Gone to lead off the inning. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Adam Jones. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Adam Jones goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. In the dirt here, runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Scope, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for one. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw. Coming to the plate now, Colby Rasmus. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. A runner on first with 2 away. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Orioles. Jan Marinez was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's J.D. Martinez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Count is 1-2 now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Digging in, Rafael Devers. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Now to the plate, Mookie Betts. An attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it bangs off the monster. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Andrew Benintendi. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. And Stope will settle under it to make the play, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. So striding forward now, Caleb Joseph. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Craig Kimbrell enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
How about it?
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's gone 2 for 5. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
How about it?
Standing in, Tim Beckham, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Ready once again, Manny Machado. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Baltimore down to their final strike. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. He stays alive, still 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Oh, and he misses it. And the run will score all the way from first. Here's Chris Davis now. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, not great. He's 1 for 8. Baltimore, good night. 8-5 tonight. The Bo Sox took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jake Arrieta gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Andrew Cashner allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the American League East.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Number 2.
And that is swung on and missed by Span as he set down for the second out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's gone 5 for 13. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Count remains full. Just underway here at Fenway Park. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down in the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line towards center field. Span is there, and he has it for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Here's J.D. Martinez, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him. Up next for the Rays, C.J. Cron. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all 3.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Dero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. On now to the bottom of the second. The third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He's faced Matt Andriese previously. He's 1 for 5. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Wendell on the grass, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Denard Span. Can he play center field the way he used to in his Minnesota days? Probably not. But what he does is make up for it with savvy and smarts and baseball acumen. Look for him to make a big play on defense today.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And there are 2 away now. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit in the air to right field. Miller giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Joey Wendell, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Nope,
and a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
In now, Malik Smith. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to center field. Bradley is there. 2 down.
Center field number 2, Denard Span.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Popped him up. Devers has got it, and the side is retired. Rafael Devers the next to bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And this is handled out there by Span for the first out. Striding in for Boston, Sandy Leon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Full count, here it comes. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Hit hard on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Gomez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the. Digging in for his second at bat, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Pedroia has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Now in the box, C.J. Cron was a strikeout victim in his first try. This will be handled by Pedroia at second. And there's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Red Sox. So stepping in, Carlos Gomez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
now batting, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Brad Miller. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to work.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Here's Echeverria now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. High pop-up. Pedroia over to his left. But it's the first baseman that gets there to haul it in. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hard hit to first. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. You have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Fans, we here at the ballpark would like to congratulate.
Hello and welcome to MLB The Show. I'm Matt. Hello, baseball fans. Matt Vasgersian here, play-by-play voice of MLB The Show.
Your attention, please. Hey, fans. Fans, it's time to upgrade someone from the cheap seat.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone. You're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here,
hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
when this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Benintendi rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
The catcher, number 3.
That's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. fouled off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Nope,
just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. One there. On to first. A double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll.
Bogart.
The 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one. But I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Joey Wendell goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Moustakas is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Denard Span.
So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Another full count pitch home. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning. Daniel Hudson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48. Daniel
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th. The 2-1. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Gomez is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Third baseman.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 1 for 5. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Hudson, a former Pittsburgh Pirate. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
1-2. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. At the knees and called strike 3. Here's Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Right fielder.
2 out, nobody on.
Betts.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Span at the track, and it's off the green monster. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that... Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He throws him on the fastball there. Wilson Ramos becomes the first out of the inning. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
Matt Duffy.
Ready now, Matt Duffy, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. 2 balls and a strike to count. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. Make it 16 in a row. He's set down now as the Jose Alvarado gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Settling in now, Rafael Devers. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 2-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. And this will be taken in out there by Gomez for the first out.
The catcher, number 3.
At the plate, Sandy Leon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the 3-0. To short, hit hard. Duffy comes up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Jackie Bradley Jr. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Lifted in the air out to right. Miller is after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Into the box, Carlos Gomez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Carlos Gomez is retired to kick off the inning. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Here's Echeverria now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. 6th home run on the season for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well, so I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. One and two.
One ball has already
One ball,
left the yard, and the
two
big
strikes.
boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So coming to the plate, Joey Wendell, the 3-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this is swung on and hit on the ground at Pedroia at second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter,
Malik Smith, the next to hit. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Sharp
Inside,
slider
ball
that time, just missed inside. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
center fielder number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Popped him up. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still.
And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Red Sox used a nice 5th inning.